How's that? Can you hear us now?
Yeah,
Okay.
should work now.
We can start over.
Well, I guess that announcement we just made, they'll never let us say that again. Anyway, yeah, hi everyone. Good afternoon. Sorry about the audio thing. My name's Jason.
My name's Vito.
Yeah.
Welcome to Rise with Klei.
Yeah. You've seen us before.
Yeah.
Many of you have probably seen us before. I saw there was a post wondering if it was going to be us again.
Yes, it is going to be us again.
You were correct. Yeah.
So we're here to look at stuff we're working on for the next beta update that's coming in a few weeks for Don't Start Together.
Yeah.
Just a preview, lots of work in progress stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely, we're going to be like debug coding our stuff, our way through all the stuff.
Some of the things that you see might get changed before it gets to the final. But,
Yeah.
So it's a work in progress.
Okay. So this is a skill tree
We've
update. We
got
see people
two-
guessing.
Yeah, 2 skill trees we're working on for this
Yeah.
update.
And we have some like a little bit of quality of life in the oceans.
Yeah.
There's a new critter. People have seen that as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Let's start there.
Yeah, let's start with that
in
stuff.
the image we
Okay.
showed it off there, so let's go there.
Let's go to game screen. There. Okay.
You're paused.
Oh. You know what? I'm gonna. You can talk.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm just setting up cheat codes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So, what can I say before you go there? You saw in the image that we finally got the otters in. People, they were data mined quite a while ago, and it was just something that had been made at one point that we wanted to put in, but it didn't fit at that time. And then we often have looked at when can they get in, and this was a good time. So we put the otters in.
It's not working for me. Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
You don't have caves, right? Okay.
No. So
Or just do it.
we're not gonna be able to. There we go. There's some there.
The T is not working for me.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder if it's the Alt button
I
is
guess we'll
pressed
just
now.
go.
Yeah. Oh no, the Alt button was depressed.
Oh, okay.
Okay. G. Where do you want to go first?
Just over here is fine.
Here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, so we're
And-
looking at the otter.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And just spawn a boat in.
Okay. C spawn.
So, one of our designers, Steve, had a good comment that there's not very much in the coast in our waters. So, if someone who's on land, there isn't anything that's just off out of reach, visible in the water. There's not much there. So the otters became a good target for that. So the otters make these kelpie boat dens that they live in.
Marauder.
They're like they're not particularly. They're not like.
They don't appear to be hostile.
Yeah, they're not like blatantly hostile, but they're quite. They harvest everything. Like they gather up stuff, and if there's nothing for them to gather, and you have things to gather, they might try and gather it from you.
So you mean if I have things in my pockets?
Yeah.
Okay.
Food things.
Food things? What,
Yeah.
What kind?
Give yourself some meat, maybe.
Meat?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have one piece of meat.
But when there's other things around, they get distracted.
Did
so
they just kill other
They just they're killing fish.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
So
the dens collect they'll collect stuff and bring it back to their den, and so as you look at their den, you'll see that it starts getting filled up with junk. So you can come to their dens every once in a while and like loot it. Yeah. But if they're in the den, of course they don't like that.
Okay.
So there you can see.
We're
gonna
answer a silly question because it's like, what's the pick? That's our indicator for God mode on. This is a dev build, so you're seeing what we normally see. Like our debug window is bigger. Like our everything is just.
Yeah, I would have totally forgotten about that. Yeah.
I was like, what pig are they talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a reason why it's the pig with the like green crown? Why that's our God mode indicator? So it's just
this is from
years ago,
10
right?
Years almost, yeah.
So, okay.
It's just whatever animation was there.
I was wondering if there's a story there.
What should I do here? Oh, so
you can.
So this is an actual boat.
It's a boat.
It works like a boat. Let's say. Like,
it's got some slightly different sort of attributes to it. Like so, sitting here in the shallows, it's fine.
Yeah.
Then once you start taking it out into like deeper water, it starts to fall apart.
Is there deeper water here? Okay.
It's a little way away. Oh, yeah. Go to the salt stack. That's another thing we can show.
With this boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is my boat now.
Yeah. So if there were otters in the den, they're not exactly gonna like it. I think if you row them around, but you can right click on the den there, and you can search it, and you can get some stuff out of it.
Rummaging.
Yeah.
Nothing came out. Oh, what's happening?
You got some.
It's just.
What?
I think because these guys are sinking it.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Well, there's work in progress.
Work in progress. Oh, it's back.
Oh, it's back.
Okay. So
it is gonna die.
So that's that. Getting wet. That's what you mean would happen when I'm getting far from.
Yeah. It starts to leak and then die on you.
Well, I'll give myself another boat, but I feel like
you might
those things are just gonna.
Can you get rid of if you can get rid of the.
Which ones are they?
The little later than there. These guys. Yeah.
This is the power we have.
So another little quality of life that's been put in is the salt stacks. If you can you mine one of the salt stacks down. So previously, when you mined a salt stack down, it would be left with like a little chunk of salt sticking out of the water, and that was like you couldn't put a boat through it. So now we've made it so that the chunk of salt is under the water. It's just under the surface, and you can sail your boat over it. So as you go into a salted area, you can just go forward. You don't have to like.
Yeah.
sometimes there'd be a salt stack that's like you can't get to it because the other ones are blocking it. But
it won't crash through your boat. Like it won't grow back unless you unless you aren't covering it up.
That's right.
So. That's a good thing. Oh, I could have just crashed through it.
You could. Yeah,
that's my style.
So that's like we've got quite a list of just like small little quality of life things that have been changed. But that's a good visual one you can see.
How about the
pool to
this. So
yeah.
Check this out. This is a new feature where you can now stand on the leaks. Well, there's another one.
There's another one, yeah.
I can drop a foot here to block that one, and then I'll go stand on this one.
Yeah, there's a little bit of plate spinning of like how you can plug holes on your boat to keep it alive while you're trying to sail it back to shore. Like you standing on it you get wet, so that's not the best thing to do. But putting an item on it, it's not permanent. You should start to see it here that the flint is heavy though, so maybe it'll it's about 25 30 seconds.
The flint will be long.
Yeah, if you put like
I've got
some grass or something on it, it'll last about 10 to 15 seconds.
Okay, let's try that.
Yeah.
Let's use grass on this one. Then I'll stand on the back one.
Yeah, you give it about 10-15 seconds.
See, that cut stone's holding quite a while.
Yeah.
So this is just like another way to deal with boat. There's so many leaks.
Yeah. Pool Cool 2 asks, what if it regenerates? What if the salt stacks regenerate with the boats on it? I think you mentioned just a minute ago that they don't regenerate when the boats on top.
This thing's shaking,
there you go.
And it just gets tossed off.
Shot out.
The rock is still holding.
Yeah, it'll last longer, but of course it sinks, so that if it gets shot into the water, it's gone.
Just gone
so
forever.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like it's done. Okay, this boat is done.
Yeah. You can make a patch out of kelp. So you can make a quick kelp patch, but again, the kelp patch is not permanent. It's not like the regular boat patches. They last longer than, of course, putting like some twigs or cut grass on it, but they don't last forever. There you go.
Let's patch this one.
Yeah. Go quick.
That's it. That's all I
know.
No! Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. It's just another way so you can get materials for patches while at sea, I guess.
Yeah. Absolutely not. June asks, are the salt stacks pinch and winchable? They're not sunken objects. They're not like deep under the water. They're just like the nub that was sticking out of the water previously is now just under the surface. So it's still just a salt stack, just like it was previously. It's just you can ride your boat over it now.
There's a question about, do otters make new den boats? I guess that refers to like what happens if you break all of them.
If you break their boat?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if that's been built yet.
But yes, I think like when we do balance it, we probably likely want to make sure that they can regenerate if they're all gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so that. How about we show the new boat that they
Oh yeah, that's right. Along with there's a bunch of stuff here. Along with the ocean update, our quality of life stuff, we've improved or added some more colorful loot that you can find from the treasure chests. Like when you find a bottle in the water and you read it and it shows you a treasure map of like where X marks the spot kind of thing on the ocean, and you go there and you winch up like one of those clamshells.
Yeah.
There's some more colorful things that you can find there. One of them is called the Ancient Boat. So
I need to get a second bottle, right? The first one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, it's just this again.
Maybe you have to actually go. No.
Is it because I'm just giving it to myself?
The bond? No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, anyways.
Yeah. So if you spawn boat_ancient, so what you'll find in the chest is the boat. Like a kit for the boat. It's not a boat you can craft, so you only will get this.
Okay, I'll give myself the item.
Yeah. There you go.
I spawned it. Oh, it's cool.
There you go.
So you can. This is loot. Oh, so you don't craft it.
You don't craft it. You find it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And you can deploy it.
Put it here.
And the two.
Has anyone figured out what it does?
I'm pretty sure. People were right on the forums.
Okay.
I think there were some people that figured it out. The two features of this boat are it's tough. It's got some more health, and it has a hold. The thing in the middle there, if you use it right, it's got like its own container storage for it, and it's set up in a way that you can sort of build around it. Like it won't block your building as much as like building a chest or something on the ship.
Put some stuff in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's that.
Yep.
Let me see. Can I close it? Oh, okay. It closes if I walk to the edge of the boat.
Yep.
Which is good. New boat. That it for boat stuff? Monkeys?
The Forgotten Spawn asks, can monkeys raid the boat? And I don't know. I'm not sure. I think they might be able to. Actually, no. I better check to see what they do with that.
We will look into it later. Yeah. Can the cargo storage be upgraded? No, not this one. And it's already so big, 16. Okay. So, do you want to talk about the monkey raid?
Yeah. Another thing that we've added is there's like an alternate set of behavior that the pirate monkeys can have. So when you're out in the ocean near the pirate monkey island, sometimes a raid of monkeys will come. There's another form of raid It's not really a raid. It's more of like the monkeys have raided already, and they're just cruising by with some loot. And
I'm just gonna quickly just answer something. So it's
Sure.
exactly the same size. It looks like. I think it's just because it's more.
it has an impression of being bigger,
I
right?
think the octagonal
yeah.
shape of it makes it look bigger.
Yeah, just a little. Yeah.
But this one has more side corners.
Yeah.
And the other question was, oh, I lost it. It was up there. Okay. Nope. Okay. Oh, late game item. This, I don't think it is, right? It depends on how.
I mean, it's as early as you finding a bottle.
Yeah.
The first bottle will take you to Pearl's Island.
Yeah.
But then after that, you can find It's like then you'd have to make a boat and go to the
basically
site. But
is when you actually engage with ocean content. Basically, is if you engage with it early, then you can get this pretty soon.
Yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just treasure hunting. You don't have to kill a boss or anything for
That's
it,
right. That's right.
Yeah, so it's just like how good are you on the water early game. Okay, so
Yeah.
you want to talk about the
select Wilson there. That's fine. You don't need to do that.
oh yeah, okay, I'll type in that thing.
Sure, please. Thank you. Components, pirate spawner.
Spawn pirates for player.
And then nil true.
Okay. Oh, that could be bad. Oh, okay. So I can hear the sound already.
Rotate. They're not going to come because of the islands there. So rotate around. You might be able to see them there.
Yeah, here they are. Okay.
Yeah. So you can see on their boat there, they've got some treasure, and they've armed up their boat a little to keep it safe while they get their treasure gone. There's a monkey on a cannon.
So they're just trying to.
They're just going to cruise
home.
by, and it's sort of up to you if you want to like.
I want to raid them. Basically.
That's right. That's right.
I
It's
could
a
have
reverse
just
raid.
I could have just jumped on when they bumped into me.
Yeah.
No, I can't. Down there too fast.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the alternate.
Yeah.
Is that chest a new chest or?
That's the one that's what you would winch up to
Okay.
in the when you go find this on the treasure.
I think I'm catching them.
Yeah.
I don't know if people want to see me do this. Okay, let's move on. The sea stack stuff.
Oh yeah.
I bet you people were asking stuff about it, right? Will there be big rafts? No, I think all the boats we have are the same. Or all the new stuff we have are the same.
Yeah. Are we planning to have a bigger boat than normal? Not at the moment.
So.
Not yet.
The new monkey stacks.
Yeah. So one of the things that we're looking at with this update is like there's several things that people have. It takes a while to find in the ocean, so we're kind of checking off to make sure there are ways to find these things a little easier. The Monkey Island is one of these things.
Yeah.
And so
So this is kind of like what we did before with the ice arena, where we added when you get close, you start seeing icebergs in the ocean.
So you just spawn yourself near the Monkey Island, over here.
Yeah, you can actually see in the map now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you'll start seeing these graffiti.
Yeah, the monkeys are marking their territory, and the closer you get to the island itself, the more markings they make.
Yep. Oh shoot! I keep spawning this thing in the water. Okay. Cool. So now you know you're near the Monkey Island.
Yeah, maybe we get a little closer and you'll see more how it gets denser. Like right on this guy over here.
This looks pretty dense.
There's like a couple there.
Yeah.
So you can see there's like three of them
on
here.
the screen here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Someone's talking about they're surprised that map doesn't reveal the Monkey Island like it does the Pearl Island.
Yeah, it's something we've talked
yeah,
about.
But it's actually
yeah. I mean, at the moment we're looking at the sea stacks, but yeah,
but a lot of
potential.
What we are doing, like including this part of it, is helping you locate things on the ocean without just like uncovering the whole map.
Yeah.
Is the only way to do it. Yeah. It's like they give you some direction purpose, like it's to this direction, I'm going to go there, and something happens, and then you find I have another destination I want to go to, so it's more like there's more purpose to what you're doing, rather than just I just got to do the grid
battleship, the grid of the whole map. Along with the ancient boat, as one of the colorful things you can find in those chests now, those treasure chests, there is an ancient seed.
Oh, okay. Go back on land.
Yeah.
Let's go over here.
I don't know. How about pan up? What's that guy over here? Sure, go
this
there.
This is rocks, I think?
Yeah, I think so. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the chest, you'll find an ancient tree seed.
Oh, they're seeing all the prefab names.
Yeah.
Okay, I gave myself like 5 of them. What's
So,
it called again? Surprising seed.
Surprising seed.
Okay.
So there are several trees that this thing can grow into. It's not that the seed can grow into multiple trees. It's just that there are multiple trees that have a similar looking seed. So you need to find out like what kind of tree this particular seed is. So I'm going to try planting these guys here.
Yeah, we'll leave all the discovery. We won't give away all of it.
Yeah.
But I'll just see what I got. Okay,
yeah.
I'll try. Okay, I think if I do it, it's just gonna.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna work. Yeah.
Okay, this one's the same one.
Yeah.
There should be different ones, right?
Yeah.
So
there are 2 at the moment.
Oh,
I keep getting the same one.
I keep getting the same one. Oh. How about this one? There you go.
Okay. So here we have examples of 2 of these trees, the 2 that we have right now, and they're generally kind of weird, exotic trees. The one on the left there is.
Do you want to take the result? Take the loot?
Sure.
Okay. So this one you can harvest these rocks off of it, geode fruit, and then I don't know. Should we do the whole thing?
Or we just tell them what results in it, and they have to figure out how to do it.
Okay, we can do that.
So this is like a tree for getting gems. It's a way of getting gems.
So there's gems in there.
Yeah.
How about this one?
This one, yeah.
Gloomthorn.
Yeah.
Called Sprout Rock and Gloomthorn.
This one will, under the right circumstances, will grow you some weird fruit. And we can just give it to ourselves.
I'll just give the fruit.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what it's called.
ancient tree.
Fruit.
What is it? Ancient tree.
I'm just gonna do it, or I'll do it really quickly and see. The people are just gonna see what I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did I not?
Oh, there you go.
Is that too obvious? Anyways, I've got the nightberry now.
Yeah, nice.
So you can eat it, and he doesn't feel too good, but only for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Basically, it's night vision. We're still working on the overlay a bit, but it's night vision fruit basically.
Yeah. It's like an alternate to the mole hat kind of idea, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And also like it's above ground.
Yes.
It's blue. Yes, but the effect will be more night vision-y. But it's not gonna use the same one as the mole hat, since that one is literally a mold on your head and you're looking through its eyes. So that's why designers wanted to do a different effect for this one.
Survivalist83 asks, will that retrofit? In reference to
everything we've talked about so far?
With everything we've talked about so far, it doesn't need to retrofit. They just would be in, like, they'll just be in your game.
So basically, yes.
I guess. Sorry. The sea otters. I think we still have to do work for that.
But we will try. But
yes.
Basically, we just need to find spawn points for their dens, and they'll start regenerating there, I guess.
It is our we usually, everything we put into the game, we retrofit into the old worlds as well.
But a lot of the other stuff we showed, like they're just behaviors on existing things or more loot from the treasure chests. So those will definitely work.
Yeah.
Okay. There was some more things to look out for when you're on the ocean that Diogo was adding, the set pieces. You could just spawn a couple of them.
Kind of like the little survival set pieces you find of like skeletons with some gear and stuff around them. And now there's a couple ocean ones.
What's my? I'll just do it. I'll just spawn it and pick it up, and then deploy it while I'm already in the water. let's just try one of these. Okay, let's see what this one does. Okay, so it's basically you find an abandoned boat and there's a chest, but there might be something bad, or it could be good. Okay, so I guess this one got a ghost attacking me, but I have God mode, so okay. Yeah, so there's a couple of these.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll just show this one. I don't think I need to show all of them, but
that's fun.
more things that you might run into while you're on the ocean. Okay. What's that?
We're jumping around a bunch here, but we're gonna jump again. The salt lick.
Oh yeah, okay. New items first.
Yeah. Because we were working on the salt stack, and we were like, there's a salt lick that, it's not made with salt, so we made a salt lick that's made with salt.
The old salt lick, there was no salt in the game at that time, so now there is.
Now there's an improved salt lick that's made with salt.
Yeah, I think if you're wondering, all the states work the same, but just probably with better
stats.
longer stats.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just depletes the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gourmet salt lick. Okay. Okay. That one's.
So I've only got one thing left on my list of ocean stuff.
Is it the crab?
The Crab King. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to swap?
Sure.
Let's swap for this.
No, I was still. Did we have the?
No. We don't need to change it when we're on the game screen.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. So, the Crab King is what's the word? Infamous for being a boss fight in the game. So we've modified the Crab King fight in an attempt to make it a bit more enjoyable. Where is he?
I'll answer some quick question. For the leaks and dropping items on them, I think it's just whether it's light or heavy.
Yeah, and heavy is determined by whether it sinks or not. Yeah.
Okay, and then the junkie fences, no, we don't have that yet. And wormwood, identifying these seeds, probably not, right?
Probably not.
And Wigfrid should be able to eat this food. We'll make sure that she can. Food being the night vision berry.
Yeah.
Night berry. All right. So, Crab King changes.
Yeah. So, previously he had the red gems, for example, would beef up his health to like sort of obnoxious levels.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't beef up his health anymore. His health is the same in any gem combination. The gems now all do well. The red gems now. Oops, I don't need that many. The red gems now modify some cannon towers that he gets.
Okay.
So
which is also new.
Yeah.
Bleh. Went French.
Oops. I don't need so many of those.
So in any combination, does he have the same health now?
His health is always the same in any of the combinations that you use. His health doesn't get buffed. The red gems affect some cannon towers that he gets. The blue gems affect some icing he does. It's not the same effect. It's not the same effect as it was before. I'll just show the fight then. It'll be easier to talk about.
Yeah, and there's the strategy behind socketing is variety, I guess.
It's different. Yeah, it's different fights. I think the effects are a little bit more obvious of like what they do. Oh, sorry, rammed that cannon tower. You didn't get to see it.
Ramming is so good.
Yeah, ramming is still pretty good. So there's a gem that modifies the claws to make them stronger and tougher. There's a gem that makes the cannon towers have more brutal cannons. There's a gem that increases actually shortens the freezing time, the ice frozen time. And there's a gem that modifies his mobs, which I'll show. So the claws no longer hold the boat down. They just, you know, they're general player attackers now.
Okay, so you just fight them.
Yeah, you can fight them off.
The cannon, you just ram them.
Yeah. I've got God mode on here, so I'm just chewing through this stuff. But
Yeah.
So we'll just go get into the next stage here.
Do you have to take out all the pieces? Oh, no.
No.
Hit him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first stage you just have to get him down to 0 health. Okay, now here. So he pushes your boat away and ices up the area. Puts out,
Okay, so now
so he's got like this shield of ice around him, and he's regenerating. So you've got to get in here and get past his minions, bust through his shield, and that's your opportunity to put some hurt on him.
Yeah. So basically,
Normally,
we now have a land portion
Yeah,
of
there's
the
a
fight.
land portion of the fight. Meanwhile, you know, like those cannon towers are working on my boats, and normally you'd have to like take care of them.
Like
that
normally
kind of
you would
stuff.
have taken out the cannons
Yeah.
before triggering this phase.
So now the ice is breaking. I got to get back to my boat, and you know, this is sort of like another phase, or just another. You repeat this cycle a couple of times. So,
Oh, it's night.
Yeah.
10.
so that's sort of a flavor of what's going on with the new Crab King fight. It's much more. Instead of just trying to blow up your boat with his, you know, geysers, it's a bit more like we're going to attack the party now, the players now. Like the cannons can damage your boat. It's not quite the same. And the claws are going for you, and when you're on the ice, there's the minions.
Mm-hmm.
It means that, you know, there is some you were some freezing strategies, like using the blue staff to like keep the Crab King in like a stunned state. Like some of those things are still viable, but because there's all this other stuff that's hurting you, it's not just the Crab King, you know, trying to hurt you. That it's still a dangerous. You know, using those strategies are still dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll let you guys fight it. See
Yeah.
how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. Beta.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Crab King. We should move on to. There's Misk. We'll do Misk stuff at the end.
Okay.
Skill trees. Should we just start with skill
Let's
trees?
start with skill trees.
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
sitting here, so
Yeah.
we might as well.
Oh, finally the reveal.
Yeah. So
who is it?
Who is it?
First person to get it right is nobody.
And Wurt.
Is it Wurt?
It's Wurt.
It is Wurt. Oh, it is Wurt.
It is Wurt. Yeah. So Wurt is one of the two skill trees we're working on.
Yeah.
I can't just show you the skill tree that, you know, the actual screen and stuff like that. You know, we're still working on lots of the skills and things, so that doesn't make sense to show that yet. I mean, it's not composed like it's going to be composed. So I can talk about two themes that we're working on in the skill tree. One of them is like, you know, the amphibious nature of Wurt. That will be, you know, like when she'll want to be wet, and maybe the more wet she gets, the more benefits she gets. So there's going to be some skills in that zone. And then the other section is like swamp mastery and merm civilization.
Yeah.
So within the swamp mastery, she can craft some mosquito. That's interesting.
Mosquitoes.
I don't have it
Just
here.
clarifying, this beta is in 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
Or 2
from
weeks?
3 weeks from Thursday.
3 weeks from Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my skills didn't carry over, so I'm just going to spawn them. So one thing she can craft is a little stuffed doll of a mosquito filled with mosquito essence, and it just makes her neutral to mosquitoes. So as mosquitoes are buzzing around,
3 weeks from today.
3 weeks from today.
Yeah,
That's
Thursday is today.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. So using this little itchy, she's neutral to mosquito mobs, which helps because then she can collect mosquitoes easier to make the other mosquito things. What's this? Mosquito bomb. So this is you net up a bunch of mosquitoes and pack them into like one of their little blood sacs and create like a a little bomb that you can do if mosquitoes come out.
And they'll fight.
They'll fight. They target things nearby them when
And
the
they're
bird
not
comes out.
fighting you.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Yep. And these items have like several, like 2 tiers of abilities. So that this is the first level. The next one you can pack more mosquitoes in.
Okay, I'm revising my answer for the Nightberry because there's a lot of different characters that eat different foods. We'll just have to see, and when it comes out, you'll see who can eat it and who can't.
So along with the bomb, there's also a you mix like the mosquito blood sac with some niter and some manure, and you make like a very good omni fertilizer.
Okay, so
Wurt's into eating vegetables, and so this helps her farm and create lots of vegetables.
Farming item.
Yep. It's like it's not as good, or it's a little better than the Glommer goop, but it's not as good as Wormwood's like compost wrap. And then there's the mosquito wrapped in spider webs, which is like an endorphin jab for
Okay, so
you jab a merm and squeeze.
Okay, just for merms though.
Yeah.
Okay.
It only works on merms. It's filled with merm blood because the mosquitoes are full of blood from sucking on merms. So it heals Wurt, but it more importantly it heals her merm followers, and it's like a little bit of health for Wurt, but a lot of health for her merm followers.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
the mosquitoes shouldn't target other players, right?
Probably they shouldn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it probably should
as
be
a
like
design sense, they probably
they should probably have that PvP check on them.
Yeah. When Wurt crafts her little merm village, one of the the other aspect I was saying, like the swamp mastery, and part of that is like merm civilization. She has these things.
Someone was saying good luck stabbing a merm on the move, but we have brain notes where just like when you give things to a pig, they will stop and wait for you.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be a problem.
There's also some you can get some skills which improves the merm.
Oh, makes them smarter.
Yeah, it makes them a little smarter.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's some things that you can do there to help this. But you can make an offering pot, and if you place it near like the houses, they will respawn their merm faster. So you fill it up with kelp.
And it's just until the kelp expires.
Yeah, that's right. So when while if I kill this merm here now, this hut is regenerating a merm, and because there's this kelp offering pot full of kelp, it's happening at a faster rate.
What if you stack like a bunch of these?
It'll only take the
It's just the
one.
max.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a cap.
There's a cap. Yeah. You can't have like 10 of them and have merms popping out, pouring out. Yeah, but it works both on the guard towers and on the crafts merm houses.
Cool.
And I think that's all I'm going to show right now. Those are the ones that are
work in progress.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do or is there any other questions? I think if not, we can do the other character.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess. Time to guess. I don't think anyone's guessed it.
Someone has.
Really?
I saw the name came up in the pre-game or pre-show. The name went by too fast. But there was a question of, does the Crab King have new loot? Yes, the Crab King has new loot.
What's the new loot?
The new loot is the Crab King boat bumpers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's boat bumpers that are immune to damage from ramming on the land. So and they're pretty tough. Actually, and you can also repair them. So you can use them with the right setup. You can use them to sort of clear sea stacks out of the way. So that's something to do right now.
Okay. That's good. I like ramming, so anything that and they look pretty chunky too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a good thing. Okay, so our other character is Winona. Yeah. So Winona, very old character. So a lot of her kit is very old. So we're mainly still trying to keep her, like the engineer, still using, like we're not throwing away any of her old stuff. Trying to make them more useful. And we're gonna try and theme it after like her connection to Wagstaff versus her connection to Charlie in the way that you engage with picking your skills off the skill tree, which is not ready to show yet. So there is no skill tree. So, but a lot of the skills are work in progress that are just enabled. So I can just show what some of the changes are. Well, let's just go look at some of her old stuff. The first thing that you'll probably be able to unlock with the skill tree that isn't Charlie or Wagstaff related, more neutral, is that you can now dismantle and move them, which is, if you wanted to reorganize or just reset up your traps, it's just easier. You don't have to smash them and build them. Yeah, so that's one of the changes we've made, and we've done that with all of her equipment. Oh, they can see some of it, the new stuff, but you can't, the icons are placeholders, so they won't know what it is. And the other thing that we've done is we put indicators, LED indicators on these things. So if you notice the light didn't come on, the machines can now go to sleep mode. Oh yeah, this one packs up as well, so you can move your lights. So it's not actually going to drain the generator's battery when it's asleep, and it'll come on only when it needs to. So and we're going to make the light just bigger and better. But the main thing is it's also going to drain a lot less energy. We're going to make every machine have a different cost on energy. The light is going to be a very cheap one, and yeah, and it just automatically turns off in the morning. It's blinking to let you know that it is actually connected to a generator, and that it's just in sleep mode. If I move it outside the range of it, see that it's just off. Nothing happens. So that's kind of how the light will work, and we'll definitely be looking at the tuning on the ranges and the radius and everything. The catapult, right there, similar idea. It's got a sleep mode as well. What did I click? Why did it go away? Oh, I right-clicked. So it starts off asleep. Oh, I have to show the other thing. So she has a remote now too. So she controls the catapults using a remote now.
It's not the only way they work, as far as that, right?
To turn them back on, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this is one of the ways to turn them on. There's another where you just turn them on, wake them up so they just do their own thing. Mm-hmm. And then now you can actually spam it. They'll queue it up. So there's a way to, they'll still be doing their auto targeting and their auto firing, which is pretty slow. It doesn't change how the auto targeting works, but you can interrupt and add commands to it. It's like
it consumes power for doing that.
Yes. Yeah. So every shot consumes power. When it's just doing this, it consumes less power because it's still targeting. And if you leave it alone for, I can't remember how long, but there's a period of idle where it will go back to sleep, and then only a Winona can turn it back on, basically. So, yeah, it's likely the remote is also part of the neutral part of the tree. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that should be it. The ranges on the
question is sleep mode tied to a skill tree, or is it just a part of the quality of life of the character?
That's just quality of life. Yeah. So that also, we just wanted to make sure that it's more of a little bit more active Winona play to use the catapults. Mm-hmm. If we were going to make them better, right? Because like if I can build like a bunch of these and I can focus the fire, that's pretty.
They still have they still do what they did before,
yes,
plus this new stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you don't press anything, they'll still continue targeting anything hostile that's within range. I don't think I've changed the range on it, so of the catapults. But yeah, this is roughly how their targeting range on their own. That's how far they would normally be able to target something. yeah. So if I spam it, then yeah. If two people are trying to control the same ones, then it will queue all your commands up in the same order that you both clicked them, yeah, and they'll just keep firing them until it runs out of batteries or it runs out of commands. And then it goes back to the auto targeting.
El Harry DS asks, can you set a target area permanently? And I don't think so. It's just by click.
Yeah, right now it's just by click, and because more often than not, if it's a boss, then it's going to be auto targeting that boss when you're not clicking. But this lets you fire at a faster rate when it's downed or something. And this one is a skill trap, meaning if the boss moves away, it's not great. So when the boss is moving, the auto targeting is good. But when he's down, you can use this to queue up like rapid shots, and then you can go and press F while the shots are going. Okay, so that's catapults, and yes, they have that little blinky light as well. So they're on right now. If they go to sleep, then they should blink. I can just put them to sleep by redeploying it within range. Yeah, so that'll be blinking. Okay, that's the catapult. I didn't actually have anything written down. Any questions?
No.
Keep going. And so new things. So mainly today we're ready to show some of the Wagstaff side of it. We're probably not going to show any of the Charlie side of it today.
G Gelato asks, can anyone other than Winona use the remote?
No. So that's a remote only. It's a Winona only thing.
Yeah.
So that's for if we're gonna make these things better, we have to make it Winona only. Okay, so mainly how we're splitting it up is for the Wagstaff stuff. It will be geared towards make improvements to the generator, and then the I mean, I can so far all we've got with the shadow side that I can show is that you can upgrade it to a point where you can use nightmare fuel on it instead of niter. If you go the Charlie route, shadow route, and on this side, it you can so normally it takes gems. I guess I should have said in case because probably not a lot of people know how to use Winona. But you can get to the point where you can use pure brilliance, as well as the shard. What's that one called?
Yeah, what's it?
Altar Guardian?
Altar Guardian
Hat
shard.
Okay. Yeah. If you had colored your shard, oh, we did fix the lighting bugs with the shard, by the way. If you did put something on it, it should remember the color. But you can also put that in there now. So they'll all do different things, and different configurations will mean different things. So the shard will not deplete, but turn it into a mode where it can probably it will overload. So there's some cooldown on it. The brilliance will probably be something that makes it stronger. The power it outputs. And the gems are just whatever it used to do. Yeah, just so. But yeah, so there's some ways you will probably want to configure it, like making it better infinite will mean, but you haven't improved the power output. But if you put all pure brilliance to improve the power output, they will deplete, things like that. So there's so there is no Dreadstone because this is the Wagstaff and Lunar version of her upgrades if you choose this path.
I'm just a noob asks what happens when you dismantle a generator. Does the gem stay?
So right now it's still doing that thing where the first gem gets depleted. We will have to work that out and make it more fair. It's definitely not going to do that if it's the hat shard. Yeah, because it is kind of not great. When you dismantle, you always lose one gem. We got to look at how to balance that out a bit. Right now, I think the bare minimum we've done is there's like a grace period where I just put it in and I dismantle and it doesn't go. But I think we need to do a little more than that. Okay, and what else did? So the effects. So that affects the generator. It will likely affect what the catapult does, maybe even the spotlight does if it's powered by that one. So likely the power you can get a different effect on the shots from the catapult. Okay, so that is that. And new gadgets. Someone was asking recharge. Yes, there was a charge on her items. Recharging her new gadgets are going to be just dropping them near the generator, either generator. So this one, there's no it's not hooked up yet, so it's not recharging, but it will. This is how you would recharge, just dropping it there. There is one that actually works that I can show. Is it here? No, I'm going to spawn it. So I'm okay to show. Yeah.
Dad Sherbs asks, "Can you get the catapults to shoot fish?"
I don't know. I haven't tried. If it doesn't work, I just will try it. We'll try and make it work if that's interesting to people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see that being unbalanced or anything. So we'll try it. Yeah. So this is it's got a name now, Wizenbot. So she can make a lesser version of Wobot. Yeah. These new ones are probably like deeper into the Wagstaff side of the tree. We're not going to explain how to get them yet. There's a whole thing Jesse's working on right now, but I can show you the creature itself. So this is basically like a mini Wobot. It does the same thing. So I'll probably just spawn a chest and do it really quick.
Yeah, you put stuff in chests, and then it collects the same kinds of things in the chests and puts it in the chests.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll just do that, so just so you can see the items. Go. Yeah. It doesn't wear hats because it's lesser version. Okay. And to charge it, I just need to drop it within the range of this battery. So it's at 96. If I drop it, this one is done. So you will see the wire connects. The light is on, meaning it's charging. And when it's done charging, so it's done already. Well, not tuned. That's why it charged so quickly. But it'll be blinking, meaning it's ready. So this also can be just dropped into sleep mode. So this blinking light lets you know that it's just asleep. It's not out of power. If the light was off, it means it's out of power. Yeah. So take this with you, and you can go let it pick things for you. But you'll need something, a storage kit like a backpack or something, if you're going to use it on the go. It does still need a storage container of some kind that it can drop things into. Okay. The last new thing we're currently working on is this thing. This might be sort of familiar to some people. Oh, she's hungry. That's why she crafted so slowly. Does this need to be powered? Yes. I need to make space for it. Does it look familiar to any telepath? Yes. Telepath. Telebrella's not in yet, but we're bringing that in over as well. But definitely very deep into the Wagstaff tree for this. Yeah, it doesn't do anything right now. Just showing something, the animations for it. But yeah, so that's going to be a thing. So that's a sneak peek of her Wagstaff side of the tree. Please let us place it on boats. I mean, it probably lets you place it on the boat. I don't know if it works. What happens when you use it. We'll try. Okay, anything else? Let's just end with stop talking about Winona, because that's quite a bit.
There was one Wurt thing I'd forgotten to mention.
Yeah, go ahead.
That is that Jesse did some work so that when you the Merm King, when the Merm King shows up and he buffs your merms, that works over shards now. So like when your merms in the caves will also receive the buff from the king. Just if you
do merms, your merm falls and go with you down and up.
They don't right now, yeah.
I moved it back to daylight again. The charging bot will not. I do want to make it so it's smart enough to try and get back before it runs out of batteries, and if it does, it can put itself into charging mode to recharge. But I think that requires you to have deployed it within range of. Okay, so the crash we had before we started, this actually had a range indicator on how far this thing works, and that if you keep the charging station within that range, I do plan on making it so before it gets to 0, it will try and drive itself over and basically put itself into charging mode like that. Yeah, so there is that. Okay, so I can do the MISC thing real quick. Is when doing this, you notice that the placement is very strict for Winona, meaning like the footprint of her items. So we, to make that work properly with different sized items, like the telepad is bigger now, we did improve our deploy system a little bit. Like you guys are familiar with, like, you have to place big things down first and then you can jam small things really close, but if you did it backwards it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit better now. It's so if I take, let's just do like walls for example. How many do I need? Oh, that's enough. So if I just built a wall, let's see what happens, and then try to place like a science machine. So I can place it this close now. In the past, I think you'd have to be quite like 3 points away at least. But we didn't make it so, but you can still do this. We didn't take this away. We didn't, when you used to be able to go super close, we didn't make it follow the same rule. We only made it closer when you used to need to be super far away. Now we let you get closer. When you could jam it like this, we didn't make it so you couldn't. So that's the change. Hopefully that like it helps. And this is like it's gonna impact so many things, so we don't know if we're not sure if something might not behave the way you want, and we're gonna hopefully you guys can tell us during beta what items, and it is a per item thing that we can apply this to, so you can just tell us which ones you'd rather not work like that, and we can revert those items. But yeah, open the present. It's gonna be like
shoes,
a t-shirt or something. Supreme shirt.
Oh, gloves.
Useless.
My next guess.
Okay. I think that's all I had for Winona. Can the telepad be used by any character? We want to make it Winona only, so we're gonna go with that for now. But like, these are all things like we still have a few weeks left to work this out and beta. But yeah, a lot of her stuff, especially like such late game ones, we do want it to be Winona activated only. It could be a thing where she can do an area teleport. We might be doing that way with the remote perhaps, and that would allow you to bring people with you. That might be the way we do it.
Yeah.
Yes, and yes, our concern is we don't want to make her a Switch character, or we really don't want anyone to be a Switch character. Okay, I think, and yeah, so, and then this is all the Wagstaff side. There's still the Charlie Shadow side of her that we didn't show today, so she should be more interesting to play. Yeah, beta will be 3 weeks from today. Yeah. Can you teleport to multiple telepads? At the moment, we're working, like, the first version of it will work very similar to Hamlet, I believe, and then we'll see how we go from there. So yes, we're like, if we're gonna do party teleport, Winona has to be the one that triggers it. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah. Catch your breath now.
Yeah.
So all the stuff that you've seen today is, like, it's still work in progress, and some things may change, and maybe we cut something for some reason, but I mean, I think most of it, all of it's going to stay, but just in case,
I'll do some teaser things.
Things will change a little bit from what you've seen today.
Yeah, like there's a lot of balancing to be done.
Yeah,
especially with power levels, power consumption, things like that.
Yeah. But yeah,
the Otters again. Do you want to do just like a quick rundown of everything?
Okay. What we showed off? We showed off the Otters, We showed off the ancient the treasure chest extra things like the ancient boat, the exotic trees that you can grow. There are now like an alternate pirate raid. There's a bunch of like the sea stacks that mark where the pirates live. There's this, the salt stack change to make it easier to like navigate around that. There's the new salt lick that you can make made out of actual salt. There's the Crab King stuff. It's a kind of a whole new fight now. And Wurt's got a skill tree with amphibiousness section and a swamp mastery section with like mosquito crafting and merm civilization stuff. And Winona.
And Wurt. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I could, if you wanted to see the otter, so I went here because the otters are so cute.
Yes, they are.
I get these. Wait, is it otters? These
The
otter videos on YouTube at night when I watch YouTube. Okay. Anyways, are we done?
I think that's it.
Yeah, that was more than.
We filled the time well. Yeah.
There's more content than I remembered us
Yeah.
working on.
We-
so much stuff.
We didn't even tell all the things. There's
Yeah.
lots of little things
Yeah.
like tweaks here and there, balances to numbers like
yeah.
skitter squid numbers and the damage that
I'm just gonna throw this out there.
does.
Something you did. You redid the controller for
Oh,
the
yeah.
scrapbook. Some
We
controller
improved-
love.
we improved the controller's usage of the scrapbook. Yes.
Oh, and for people who didn't know, this is live already. That we have put out an update live, not beta. That it adds support for new controllers on the Mac. So like your PS5 and Xbox controllers. So if you didn't know that was out, they should be working now. Cool.
So it sounds like the raid is going to be Eternal Grudge.
Cool.
So please
I know that one.
say hi to them for us.
Yes.
And we'll say good afternoon.
And then what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
See you guys.